Yeah. Test, test, test. 1, 2. Another DJ Treylow podcast, man. This is unprofessional, man. It's really unprofessional. Nigga, I don't even have the phone next to me because it's charging up. Today is somewhere in July 2019. I think it's like July 12th, man. Either July 12th or July 13th. Let me check real quick. I ain't got nothing loaded up for this podcast. July 12th, July. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July, man. I had a pretty good time. You know, I had a barbecue. I had a SRT come over. This other chick named Tanya came over with her mom. And my little sister came over. And Zach, Z-Man, whatever, Candy Blue came over. So, we was all having a good time, drinking, doing a little fireworks. We had made like a whole bunch of barbecue chicken. And this is where the ghetto part comes in. The ratchet part, I would say. So, I'm getting wasted. And Tanya says, let's play this little thing called a drinking game. If you look on my YouTube, you see Tanya playing a drinking game with me and Zach. I had nothing wrong with it. We had a good time. We was laughing and shit like this. But this is what I got a problem with. Tanya thought me and SRT and Zach were too drunk to notice what she did. Now, all she had to do was be polite. We had plenty of food. I didn't even eat half of it. Plenty of barbecue. All she had to do was, when she came over, say, hey, can I take a plate home? Instead, she tries to slick in, come in the house after she thinks we're all wasted with a couple of containers, empty containers, and starts filling up her containers, like sneaking around and filling up all these containers with food that she's gonna take home. Now that's some ghetto ratchet shit, man. All you had to do was be polite. It's somebody's house, you know. It's not your place. They already invited you over for free food. You're already having free barbecue. You're having a good time, hanging out, doing fireworks with somebody. At least you could say, hey, man, can I take a plate home? Just for politeness. I was raised that way when you go to people's house to be polite. Like certain things I don't do. Like I'll stay in the living room. I don't go in people's rooms. I don't go digging through their shit. I don't go taking shit without asking first. And I just don't know. I don't get it, man. There's some people that ain't like that. They just go and take shit without asking first. And that's very rude. And that's kind of like the last time I'm going to invite her to a party. Because she could at least just been straight up with it and say, hey, can I get an extra plate to take home with my mom? I've been like, cool, go ahead. There's plenty of food. I'm not tripping. It's just the principle behind that. And I guess, she thought me and everybody else was so drunk we wasn't paying attention. I pay attention to everything. It doesn't matter how fucked up I am. I could be damn near blackout status and pay attention to stuff. And little things like that, I'm not salty about it. I charge it to the game. Whatever it is karma's gonna come back. So I'm not even mad about it. I'm just saying, from my standpoint, you could ask and be polite. And Zach, man, he my boy Candy Blue for years, but he ain't grown out of that shit, man. Like, he still come over and take shit without asking all the time. And that's why I kind of like, man, look, I gave you years to get your shit together and be polite, be to the point where you ask, but you just go and take stuff without asking. That's rude, man. That's not really a good person, man. Nah, they're good people. They're just grow. I think everybody's a good person, to be honest, man. They just need to grow in life. You know what I'm saying? Because there's probably some shit I did, where I had to learn and grow and mature and get better. You know what I'm saying? In life. And that's just how life is. So everybody's a good person. I don't think anybody's a bad person. Even crazy motherfuckers or killers, they can eventually realize what they did wrong. Might be too late. It might be on death row, but they can realize what they did wrong. All right, man. Yeah, it's July 12th, 2019. So that was 4th of July. Then my son's birthday was July 9th, 2019. He turned 4 years old, my little youngster. So, we took him to the Gaddy Town. Chuck E. Cheese is out of action down here in Austin, Texas. They just got rid of all Chuck E. Cheese's. That's just crazy because the Chuck E. Cheese is still in existence in other parts of the nation and stuff. But in Austin, they got rid of all the Chuck E. Cheese's for whatever reason. So no more playing in the balls. So they got these couple of kid places you can take them to. Mount Playmore out there at Palmer and 35. It's like a little kid thing where they can go climbing. It's like Palladium or whatever. I don't know if y'all remember Palladium, but when I was a kid, there was a place called Palladium, and you could go through these little tunnels, and the kids could crawl up in the tunnels and stuff like that. But it didn't have balls. Like you don't have a room where you can jump in a bunch of balls. I don't know why they got rid of those rooms. Maybe there's like too many germs on those plastic balls. Like people was getting sick from kids sucking on them or spitting on them or rubbing their snot on them. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I just remember the room with balls and you could dive in and go up under and hide. The only thing about hiding down at the bottom, you had to worry about like some other kid jumping in. You know what I'm saying? You'd be trying to be cool, hiding from your friends. Like, they can't find me. I'm down up under the balls. And then some other little kid would just be like, Geronimo, boom, right on top of you. You'd be like, oh, shit, that shit would hurt. anyways, man. Damn, this computer takes forever to load up. Slow-ass computer, man. The longer you have computers, computers are just like people, man. The longer a longer person's alive, the slower it is for it to get up in the morning. Same thing with computers, man. Like, the longer you have a computer, like you get a brand new computer and you turn that bitch on, that bitch like 5 seconds. It's all ready to go. Then you get a computer you've had for like 5 or 6 years and you like try to turn it on. It's like booting. So it's just like a person, man. It takes forever to get up. So, I was going to preview a beat for y'all. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find some more beats. Man, look, I've been slacking on the beats for real because, like, I made like 19 this year. And then I just kind of, like, quit making beats for a while because I'm, like, more into getting back into my writing. I'm trying to force myself every day to get in my writing because I'm gonna finish this book. It's already July. I gotta get it done by December. That's my deadline. So I try to do at least one book a year. And I'm working on like multiple short stories, not just one. And it's kind of cool, man, because when sometimes I get that writer's block on one story. I just lose interest, or I just don't like the way it sounds. It just don't sound right, or it's just something about that story. It's like, I don't like this, And then I'll go to like another story and I'll pick it up and I'll be like, okay, I can do this. So I noticed that, if you're a writer, if you get frustrated with one story, just stalling out, it just doesn't feel right. Just keep on writing other shit and you'll find your groove again. You know what I'm saying? So this is 2018 beats. Let's see here. Oh, I like that one, but I think I played that on a podcast. You can hear good. Turn it up. It's got another sample coming right now. All right, that's enough for y'all. That beat's pretty live, man. It's got the little the bongos. I like the bongo drums. So bongos are awesome, man. They fucking rock. Fucking rock, man. They fucking rock. Yeah, man. I'm just waking up, so I'm still kind of sleepy. It's like 8:30 on a Friday. I gotta work today, but not till later on, so about 12:30. And I'm just doing my little smoothie. Kind of try to stay away from meats in the morning. I still eat meat. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a vegetarian. I just stay away from meats in the morning. It's just too heavy. And like when I eat a bunch of meat, you know, like sausage and eggs and all that shit, I don't want to work out. Like I'm like my phone, and I gotta force myself to work out because my stomach's just fat, man. I'm not a vegetarian. I'm just getting old and shit. So I try to do smoothies in the morning. I tried to do this thing where I put like some peanut butter in my smoothie. People don't like that because they say the peanut butter just kills all the other taste, the strawberries, bananas, whatever. I don't care. If I put me like 2 spoons of peanut butter in my smoothie, it's, you know, because like just a smoothie by itself, it's healthy for you, but it doesn't fill you up. Like you don't have no kind of you know, meal kind of feel to it. You know what I'm saying? If you put that peanut butter in there, yeah, it tastes like peanut butter instead of fruit, but at least it kind of gives you some kind of, you know, some kind of stickness to your stomach to where you actually feel kind of full. What the hell am I talking about, man? Let's go back to local news. Let's do the regular damn format. I've been doing this other format the last couple of podcasts. You're like, damn, DJ Treylow, man, what the fuck, man? You was doing local news and hip hop news and shit. Well, I did talk about Bushwick Bill. I think the R.I.P. Bushwick Bill, the last podcast. So I did do some hip hop news, but I haven't done local news in forever, man. Nobody cares what's going on in Austin, Texas, unless you stay here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Tropical Storm Barry coming in. What? Shit, that motherfucker gonna make it rain like I'm all... Okay. Oh, sorry, no cussing. Okay, there's been a lot of people getting, you know, it's summertime, so a lot of people wilding out. Travis County Police chases ends in the crash on Highway 71. So... somebody's running from the law. You know, the earthquake's going on. They had one in California. I think it was like a 7. And then now they're saying shaking from a 4.6 earthquake fell across western Washington. I don't know, man. That's all over on the West Coast, man. Y'all over there. See, my mom, when I took my youngster to Gaddytown or whatever, because, you know, like I said, there's no more Chuck E. Cheese. There's Gaddytown or there's Mount Playmore. And I took him to Gaddytown to play games and, you know, have his little birthday party. Now, here's the thing that I didn't know. My older sister didn't even tell me this. But if your kid has a birthday, he eats for free in Gaddytown. Doesn't matter the age, you know. So I didn't find that out till I got down to Gaddytown, and they were like, I had to pay for me, my older son, and him, but then she only charged me for me and my older son. I was like, what the hell? You know, because I thought it was cheap when I walked through the door, but I wasn't going to say nothing. You know, I'm the type of person, like, if I think something's cheap or not right, I'm not going to be like, speak up like, hey, excuse me, ma'am, I think you didn't charge me correctly. I'm not going to say shit, okay? So... you know, I would walk to the door, and then, you know, my little sister was like, you're not going to pay for me? I was like, what the hell, man? Chrissy, my little sister crazy, man. Like, she be thinking that, like, just because I'm her brother and shit, and she's a girl, I'm going to pay for her. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? You better have your own damn money if you're going to come. It don't matter anyway. She's getting all that money from my pops anyways. But I'm like, with my shit, like when we go out to eat or do anything, I'm like, you buy your own shit. You're not my date. You're my little sister. You're supposed to have your own shit, have your shit, money and everything. Speaking of that, man, I'm thinking about going on vacation next month. I told her, because she said, when are you going to go on vacation again? I said, probably next month in August. But I told her, you know, how much it's going to cost. If we get like 3 people, we split it down the middle. I think it's like $210. But if it's like, you know, 2 people, it'd be like $320, you know, a person, you know what I'm saying? Because I think the whole days down there costs like $650. Because, you know, if you go to any kind of place next to a beach and it's a weekend, You could hang it up. Like every room down there on the weekend next to the beach is like $180, $190, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Even on the cheap hotels. So you're gonna spend at least, if you get 2 weekend days, Fridays and Saturdays. Oh man, you spend like $180, $190 a night. Doesn't matter where you stay at. Motel 6 on the beach. You're spending some money. That's in the summertime. Okay, that's all I'm saying is Tropical Storm Barry coming in. Police chasing somebody down. 4.6 earthquake. Let's see here. It's 80 degrees today. It's hot. It's gonna be hot today all day. The hell, man. And I gotta fix my tire. I've been so ghetto with my tire. Like I have this slow leak. I have like a nail somewhere, and I just fill that shit up, and it usually lasts like a week and a half before it goes low again. So I'll fill it up. Wait another week and a half. Fill it up, wait another week and a half. But now I got the plugs. I actually did, like within a month, I went into AutoZone and got a plug. So all I got to do is take the tire off. I already got an air compressor in my house. So I don't even have to worry about airing it up or anything like that. I got an air compressor, take the tire off, find a nail, pull it out, plug it, and then go ahead and air it back up. That's all I need to do. And I ain't done the shit. I'm just going to keep on putting the air in that motherfucking top. Man, I'm telling you, I'm a ghetto-ass white boy. I always try to do shit like ghetto as fuck. I'm just going I don't act my color at all, man. And, I'll just sit up there. Oh, yeah, I just wait till that motherfucker. I mean, I used to have this one car that had a starter in it. And it was raggedy and shit. I used to just, it had a cylinder, stick in the starter. So, I was so ghetto with my shit. I had that shit for like 3 or 4 months instead of going out of AutoZone. I had the money, and I knew somebody who could fix it. I could fix it myself. I've done starters, but I'm saying I knew somebody that was right there that could fix it like in 10 minutes. My ass would sit up there with a hammer in my car, and every time that cylinder would get stuck, I'd crawl up under my car and ting, 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 hit the starter. Cylinder would fall into place and boom, start it up. I had that shit for like 6 months doing that shit, man. Oh no, man! I'm ratchet like that, man, for real. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna try to get this damn tire fixed, but it might take a good little minute. You know what I'm saying? before I go ahead and fix it. People are like, man, come on, man. It drives my little youngster crazy because he's all like, whenever he starts a project or whenever he gets something going, he wants to finish it right there. And I'll just be like, yeah, I'll wait a little bit. That shit bugs the shit out of him, man. Like, he putting anything together. He's like, what are we doing? I thought we were going to finish this. I'm like, nah, I'm just chilling. It bugs the shit out of him, man. He can't handle it. Okay. I don't see nothing on here. Nothing on here. Oh, yeah, sports. I think about 3 or 4 podcasts ago, I said the Warriors going to win the championship. But let me tell you something. I meant the Warriors are going to win the NBA championship if they're healthy. You know what I'm saying? If everybody's playing, they win the NBA championship. And Raptors, everybody's on Kawhi Leonard's tip because he won the championship. I'm like, he didn't win the championship with Warriors at full strength. So, I don't think he's going to be. I would pause for a minute before you give him all that money and send him out to the Clippers and they do this and that. Nah, dude, he might not even be that great. Like, anybody can beat the Warriors when they're down and only have Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wish my Rockets would have smashed them off. You know what I'm saying? Because, and then that's a big news, man, because I'm a big Houston Rockets. I got the news like last night. Like, my boy, I have this one homeboy, like any sports updates that have to do with my team, he'll let me know like right when it happens. Like, ding, he'll send it right to my phone. And I don't even keep track of it until like the next day sometime on sports updates. I'm kind of bad with that shit. Like I said, I'm bad with a lot of shit. But, he told me, like, we got Westbrook and Chris Paul went up there to Oklahoma. Good riddance. I'm sorry, man. Chris Paul was real good at first, and then he just fell off. We gave him all that money, and like, if you I was looking at his numbers last night for the NBA playoffs, And everybody tried to, say Harden doesn't show up in the playoffs. James Harden played his ass off this playoff series. It was Chris Paul that didn't show up. Like, he was averaging like 9-10 points a night. Dude, that's a bench player score, man. 9-10 points for real? And you a superstar on the floor? Come on, man. That's unexcusable. Like, that's the reason why they were like, man, you got to go, bro. We gave you almost $137 million and you scoring 10 points. I can put up 10 points on an NBA game. All it is 2 3-pointers and three 3-pointers, you know what I'm saying? Or, 2 3-pointers and two layups, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. And you playing out there for a whole freaking hour. A whole hour. And you scoring 10 points. The hell, man. As many times you got the ball in your hands and you ain't scoring. Like, that's why I was like, Houston, hey, I don't blame you. Get rid of him. And everybody's saying Westbrook is a ball hog. Westbrook is all about his stats. Westbrook is all about the triple-double. Well, that was in Oklahoma. That was his first team. And he felt like, this is my shit. You know what I'm saying? So he feel like territorial. Like, okay, whoever comes here, I got the ball first. This is my shit. Now he's moved down to Houston. That's Harden's team. It's a role reverse because back in the day, Harden was on Westbrook's and Durant's team in OKC. He was a third man. But now he's moving down to Houston. That's Harden's shit. So he got to play a role. I don't know how it's going to go, but I think he's going to play a role because I think he's getting a little older. He's going to start humbling himself a little bit, man. Because for one, he's moving to a new place. And when you move to a new environment, you got to stay kind of quiet, chill. Now, after so many years, he might start doing that same bullshit, being a ball hog. But at first, he's going to be like, okay, I'm going to see how this goes. It's a new environment. I'll see how it turns out. And it's going to be fun to watch Harden and Westbrook together again, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like the old OKC, So I don't know if they have any differences or they don't like each other or whatever. But, hey, we welcome people down to Houston all the time. Houston's like, hey, you want to come play for the Rockets? Come play for the Rockets. You know what I'm saying? We'll give you a chance, but we'll see how it goes. Carmelo Anthony tried to come down here, and we're like, nah, because he ain't going to play worth the shit, even though he was friends with Chris Paul. Okay, on the hip-hop news, I listened to the new DJ Paul. It's an EP album, though. And, don't think it's a regular album when you buy it. So if you buy it, you're only getting about 5 or 6 songs, and the rest of them are going to be like him just talking about his life. Like, man, we grew up on Memphis, and he said he came up with the name Black Haven. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how true that is. It might be all the way true, because I like DJ Paul. I like DJ Paul. So he came up with the name Black Haven. Because it used to be White Haven for white folks and his neighborhood in Memphis. And then, it went black. So the neighborhood turned black. So DJ Paul called it Black Haven. That's crazy, right? It's a little hip hop. If you bought the album, I probably spoiled that album for you. DJ Paul's like, shut the fuck up, man. Now nobody's going to buy my album. They already know what I gave advice on now. They're still going to buy it. I like that one song on it. What's it? Damn, there's one song. Hold on, let me look. If I can find it. Where the hell did it go? Oh, we way back in May. I'm tripping. 2019 E40 pushed his album back. I think he was going to drop it if the Golden State Warriors won the championship, but they lost. So Drake was wilding out and everything like that. So I think E40 pushed his album back to July because, Practice Make Paper got pushed back. Gucci Mane, Delusions of Grandeur. Now that hit number 7 on the Billboard. I didn't really care for it too much, man. I'm be honest, man. I mean, it's too formatic. Like, to me, oh, here we go. Let me go back to DJ Paul. Power, Pleasure, and Painful Things. I'm sorry. That's the name of the album. And my favorite song on there would be The Easy Way, number 4. That's my favorite song on there. Now back to Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane album was okay, but it just seemed so robotic, so formatic, not really creative. Like everything was like, just about the hooks on the songs and very simple, very structured. You know what I'm saying? And I miss the old Gucci, man. I'm sorry, man. The dude with the pot belly and the dude was, sipping syrup and spitting hardcore gangster shit. And it was just random shit. He would just come out with it and be like some random gangster shit. Now it's just like this new Gucci man. He's always preaching about how healthy he is, how he doesn't do drugs no more, how he got skinny, and he's proud of himself. And this and that. I'm like, okay, well, that's your swag, man. But I'm not knocking it, but I'm not really a fan of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing that people don't understand. Like, if you're going to make a healthy change for your life, don't go talking about it. Because once you talk about it, you give it some energy. And once you give it some energy, it becomes like a battle between the healthy lifestyle and the negative lifestyle. See, there's a difference. Once you separate those two, you build that boundary. So it should just be a lifestyle. You shouldn't brag about being healthy. You shouldn't talk about eating messed up stuff or saying that's bad. See what I'm saying? You can eat jacked up stuff. You can eat a Whataburger. You can eat Church's chicken or KFC or anything like that. You can do all that, but don't be judgmental on that. And don't be judgmental on like, I'm being healthy, I'm eating right, I'm got my body right, I'm healthy. Because all the time, like if you ever have a point where you backslide, like you're like, damn, I just want a burger real bad, all this and that, and then you wind up eating a burger, then you feel guilty about it later. You're just fighting yourself, bro. You're not fighting nobody else. You're just fighting your own self. So it's good to be healthy, but just keep that to yourself because words are powerful, man. As soon as you put that into the air, it's like you make it seem like you're special because you're healthy now. And it shouldn't be like you're healthy or you're not healthy. It should just be like, hey, I'm just living my life, enjoying myself. Instead of, so that way you can't be judgmental of yourself. You can't be hard on yourself if you don't put the words into life. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you start talking about it, then whenever you backslide or, you'll be like, damn, I feel bad. I got fat again, this and that. Don't do that. And I try to warn people. I had to learn myself, man. These words are something else, man. You got to watch what you say, man. Because you're the highest personal judge of your own character out of the whole world. So just say, hey, just keep everything's supposed to be even kill. Not extreme on one end, not extreme on the other thing. Everything even kill. So like I get older, I have certain ways to respond to stuff. Like, I'll just say stuff like, well, I'll see what happens. That's the best one right there. I'll see what happens. Like people like, okay, what's going to happen I'll just see what happens. That way I'm not in no battle with myself. I just, go with the flow. If it happens, it happens. I don't say, yes, it's going to happen, or yes, I'm going to beat you at this game, or yes, I'm going to get healthy and I'm going to be a healthy person, or yes, I'm going to do this. No, because you're putting all these standards on yourself. Instead, watch your words and say, hey, man, I'm just living my life, enjoying this little trip that I'm on, and we'll see what happens. See what I'm saying? Damn, my shit's defeated the dark web. Ha! Achievement just popped up on the computer. Like, that's what's wrong with Xbox One, man. Like, they got lazy achievements. Their achievements will pop, like, real late. You're like, what the hell, man? Like sometimes you get the achievement, then like an hour later you just be like, bloop. I'm like, what the fuck? All right. DJ Treylow signing off. Like I said, every podcast, man. If you want to get one of my books, go on Amazon.com. You can even go on Google. I'm on Google now. That shit tripped me out the other day. I went on Google search. Go on Google search, man. Look up Mr. MR, period. Mr. David Patrick Myers on Google search. And then my books will pop up for you. That's how easy it is. You don't even got to go on Amazon. I'm making it real easy for you. Mr. David Patrick Myers. And I'm not the psychologist. There's a psychologist out there named David Patrick Myers that sells books. That's not me. If you put Mr. in front of David Patrick Myers, you will, or David P. Myers, one or the other, you will find the rectangulars. And you might find Years to Revenge. I believe Years to Revenge is on Google, and that's a screenplay I did. And then you got the rectangulars, Years to Revenge, and the Pavilion Vortex. All right, I'm at 30 minutes, a little bit over. I'm out. Enjoy your weekend. And like I said, July 12th, 2019, end of the podcast. Peace out.